a Hollywood producer who was secretly a SPY, a gaming mogul who survived an assassination attempt, and a shipping empire so powerful it could reshape nations. You think you know rich? You have no idea what's coming. These aren't just Israel's richest people. They're the most dangerous billionaires you've never heard of. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why governments are terrified of their power. What I'm about to show you will change everything you think you know about wealth. We're talking about people who don't just have money. They have secrets. The kind of secrets that topple governments, start wars, and reshape entire industries overnight. These 10 individuals control more power than most countries. They've been investigated by intelligence agencies, survived assassination attempts, and built empires that operate in the shadows of global politics. But here's what nobody tells you, and what you're about to discover in the next 12 minutes, is how they really made their billions. Because trust me, it's not what you think. I'm about to reveal the dark truth behind Israel's richest people, and I guarantee you won't see the world the same way again. Starting at number 10, but don't let that fool you. Shai Al-Ihsan's story is insane. $6 billion from cruise ships? That's what they want you to think. Here's the real story. Shai didn't just inherit Carnival Cruises. She inherited something far more valuable. A network of global connections that most governments would kill for. Think about it. Cruise ships that travel to every major port in the world. Ships that are technically international waters where normal laws don't apply. But here's where it gets crazy. In 2024, she suddenly exits Bank Hapoim after 20 years of control. Why? What did she know that we don't? The timing is suspicious. And get this, she's pouring millions into desalination plants and solar farms. Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. Control the water, control the people, control the energy, control the economy. Shai's not just rich. She's positioning herself for something big. But wait until you hear about number 9. Because this guy makes Shai look like a saint. Arnon Emil Khan, $6.3 billion. And this is where things get really dark. You know Pretty Woman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Revenant. Yeah, he produced those. But that was just his day job. By night, this man was running covert operations for Israeli intelligence, helping build their nuclear program. Picture this. He's sitting in Hollywood boardrooms negotiating million-dollar movie deals, then flying to secret meetings with arms dealers and nuclear scientists. This isn't fiction. This is real life. And here's the terrifying part. His name keeps popping up in corruption investigations. Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's prime minister, is accused of taking bribes from him. But somehow, Emil Khan walks away untouched. Every single time. How do you think that happens? What kind of leverage does a Hollywood producer have over world leaders? What secrets does he know? Trust me, by the time we get to number 1, you'll realize Emil Khan is just the tip of the iceberg. Gil Shved, $6.4 billion, and is probably watching you right now. This man created the digital firewall, the technology that protects every major corporation, government, and military system on Earth. Checkpoint software blocks 3 billion cyber attacks every year. Think about that power. But here's what they don't tell you. When you control the security, you control the access. Gil doesn't just protect systems. He has the keys to everything. Every government secret, every corporate strategy, every personal message. And the scariest part, he's completely invisible. Never does interviews, avoids cameras, operates in total secrecy. Who does that? What is he hiding? The man who protects everyone's secrets definitely has the biggest secrets of all. Yuiemilna, $6.9 billion. Former Russian physicist turned tech titan. But his story is absolutely bonkers. This guy made early investments in Facebook, Twitter, Airbnb. Basically every tech company you use daily. But here's the twist. He was doing it with Russian money. Billions of dollars flowing from Moscow oligarchs into American tech companies. Then suddenly, in 2022, he renounces his Russian citizenship. Why? What changed? What did he know about the Ukraine war before it happened? But wait, it gets weirder. He's now spending hundreds of millions searching for alien life. I'm not kidding. Breakthrough initiatives. He's literally trying to contact extraterrestrials. Is this guy crazy? Or does he know something about what's coming that we don't? Because when billionaires start preparing for alien contact, that's when you should start worrying. Teddy ESAHG, $7.1 billion. And his life reads like a crime thriller. Online gambling empire, London real estate, cybersecurity companies. Sounds normal, right? Wrong. This man survived an Iranian assassination plot. Let me repeat that. Iran tried to kill him. Why? What did he do? What does he know? Oh, and he's an ex-convict. Served time for stock manipulation in the 1990s, then came back to build a gambling empire worth billions. You don't just come back from that without serious protection. Teddy E doesn't just run casinos. He runs the entire underground economy of online gambling. And when you control gambling, you control politicians, judges, and law enforcement. Everyone has a price, and Teddy E knows exactly what it is.
The Wertheimer family, $7.6 billion. And their story will break your heart. Steve Wertheimer escaped Nazi Germany as a child and built ISS Car, a tool company so incredible that Warren Buffett paid over $6 billion for it. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is what he did next. He created industrial parks specifically to bring Jews and Arabs together. His plan? Use business to create peace in the Middle East. But Steph died in March 2025, just as tensions in the region reached a breaking point. Coincidence? His death removes one of the few people who could broker peace between warring factions. Now his granddaughter Maya, an Israeli actress, inherits not just billions, but the most dangerous mission in the world, continuing her grandfather's quest for peace in a region that profits from war. Igor and Dmitry Bookman, $9.8 billion each. And they've weaponized addiction. Homescapes, gardenscapes. You've played their games. But did you know they're designed by neuroscientists to be as addictive as possible? We're talking about billions of people glued to their phones, spending money they don't have on games designed to exploit psychological weaknesses. But here's where it gets political. These Russian-born brothers shut down all Russian operations during the Ukraine war. They literally abandoned billions in revenue to make a political statement. That's not just business. That's war. And when gaming billionaires start choosing sides in global conflicts, you know something massive is coming. EE.OH for $22.5 billion. And is literally destroying the planet for profit. Over 200 cargo ships pumping pollution into our oceans while he owns football teams and lives in luxury. But here's the insane part. His shipping empire is so critical to global trade that governments can't stop him. Want to know how powerful he is? He owns stakes in Atletico. When you're rich enough to buy football teams as hobbies, you're rich enough to buy governments. But Don's real power isn't in his ships. It's in his ability to shut down global supply chains whenever he wants. Food, medicine, technology, it all moves on his ships. Cross him, an entire country starve. And finally, number one, AYLOH for $28.2 billion. Israel's richest man, and the most dangerous person you've never heard of. Zodiac Group controls over 200 ships. Global Holdings owns the most expensive real estate in New York, London, and Monaco. But that's just what we can see. His investments are so secretive that even financial investigators can't track them all. Shell companies within shell companies within shell companies. Why? What is he hiding? He funds a Tel Aviv museum, Tate Modern, hospitals. Sounds like charity, right? Wrong. When you control culture, healthcare, and education, you control minds. You control the future. AYLOH doesn't just have money. He has influence. The kind of influence that shapes elections, starts wars, and decides the fate of nations. And the scariest part is completely invisible. No interviews, no public appearances, no social media. He operates in the shadows, pulling strings that move the entire world. So there you have it, the 10 most powerful people in Israel. But here's what I want you to think about. If these 10 individuals have this much power, this much influence, this many secrets, what does that say about the world we're living in? Are we really in control of our own lives? Or are we just playing a game where the rules are written by people we've never heard of? The rabbit hole goes much deeper than this. And if you want to see more, if you want to understand how deep this really goes, you need to subscribe right now, because what I'm going to show you next will blow your mind. The families behind these billionaires, the secret societies they belong to, the global conspiracy that connects them all. But I can only share that with my most loyal subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if this opened your eyes, and turn on notifications, because what's coming next is going to change everything. Trust me, you don't want to miss what I'm going to reveal next. Your entire worldview depends on it.